Good morning guys, welcome to a new video. It is Monday today. I made a new batch of strawberry syrup for my matcha and it was so good because the weather is stunning. It is absolutely stunning today. It is not boiling hot, but it is clear skies, and I turned the pool pump on so that maybe we can do an afternoon dip. I'll see. Thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. If it's your first time here, hi, my name is Andy. I am a Johannesburg-based flight attendant. I work for one of our local schedule airlines, but we also do charter flying. I've been getting more and more questions about what exactly does charter mean. If I can do a quick summary of it, basically, charter companies, what they do is they rent out, like they lease out their aircraft and their crew and stuff, and basically you get a wet lease and you get a dry lease. A dry lease is where another airline maybe just needs another aircraft. And so all they rent from us is our aircraft, but their crew are rated on that aircraft. Their crew can operate that aircraft. That's pilots, engineers, flight attendants, everything. So all they need from us is that extra piece of equipment. But then a wet lease would be where they need to rent not only the aircraft, but also the cabin crew, the pilots, the engineers, like everybody that is needed to take the plane from point A to point B on a daily basis. They rent that out from us, but then what we do is we'll operate the flights on their behalf. So it is still under that airline's name, and it is still taking their passengers who bought their tickets on their routes in whatever country they're based in. And yeah, that's pretty much what it is. It is very different from flying private, and it's also not quite flying for a normal scheduled airline. Like if you're just an employee of a scheduled airline, it's not the same thing at all as flying charter, or in my case, both. Mine is a combination, obviously, of our own scheduled flights, but also our charter clients. And so, yeah, our clients can be anything from like a private company, like you get a lot of oil and gas companies that need their employees moved from point A to point B, organizations like the World Food Program and the UN that needs humanitarian flights operated on their behalf, moving either employees or like citizens away from like war zones and things like that, and also bringing equipment to them and water and the things that they need, you know, stuff like that. Or you just get airlines that need an extra plane and an extra set of hands to meet their demand of their flights and their passengers and everything like that. I hope that kind of clears it up if anybody was confused. Hi Benji. So I'm actually heading out for another charter tour pretty soon, in the next 2 weeks actually. I leave in the first week of December and I'm going to the Caribbean this time, which should be exciting. I've never been to that part of the world before, but I am super excited to get there, obviously. I've already seen my flight ticket and it looks like my travel is gonna be like 2 days of hell. And also I'll be gone for 3 months, which I have my own feelings about that. That's a really, really long time. I've never gone on contract for that long. So it's gonna be really quite interesting. It's gonna be a once in a lifetime kind of experience, I'm sure of it, just the way Mongolia was as well. I loved Mongolia, you guys. In fact, when I came back from Mongolia, I asked my manager to please send me back to Mongolia. I was like, I would love to experience Mongolia in winter. Like, how incredible would that be? Obviously, everybody complains about it and says the cold there hits you bone deep. Like, it is crazy because their winters get to minus 40 degrees Celsius, which is insane. It is literally the coldest city in the world in winter, but here's little old me going, oh yeah, send me there. And you know what, if the contract continues, I still would love to go back to Mongolia, but it's not in my control, obviously. I'm at my airline's mercy. And it's funny because like if you work for an airline, like a normal airline, then you are at your airline's mercy, yes, but this is just like tenfold, because now not only am I at their mercy in terms of like what flights I'm doing, but also like where I'm going to be for Christmas and where I'm going to be literally for a quarter of the year. It's wild. But anyway, like I say, I'm leaving in 2 weeks time, so I actually have a few things to sort out before then. I am off today. Today's Monday, and I'm off again on Friday, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday I am flying. So that's gonna be this week's vlog. I'll take you guys along for all of that. Today, first things first, I need to go to my doctor's appointment at 12 o'clock. It is currently 9:45 right now. So if I need to go on any medication, I'm gonna need to get like 3 months worth of medication and 3 months worth of sunscreen and, you know, all that stuff. So those are the things you need to think of when you're heading out for a contract. Until it's time for me to leave, I think I'll just edit. I might make some breakfast a little bit later on, and I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. Look what just arrived. I made a Shein order. When did I make the order? Maybe like 10 days ago, honestly. This came really quickly. And I ordered a few of the items with my contract in mind, but also most of these things are for the wedding. So I'm gonna have to do the haul in 2 separate videos actually, because I'm gonna be packing for the contract in the next video, not in this one. And then also I'll do another wedding vlog and I'll unbox the wedding items in that video. But of course I first have to go through everything in here and just separate it for each vlog. And I'm just really glad that that came right now because I'm about to head outside. I'm glad I didn't miss the delivery. Apparently I have like a vitamin D deficiency or something, very low iron levels, and I think that contributes to my lack of energy most of the time. So my doctor gave me medication for that, well, a prescription for medication for my skin and stuff, but I'll go pick all of that up on Friday. I don't really feel like doing it today, but I'm stopping at the store quickly to get a couple things that I need. Keegan has been begging for banana bread or banana bread muffins or something along those lines, so we have some ripe bananas, so I'm gonna get a couple other things that I need to make that. Here's my batch of banana muffins. They came out so good. I haven't tasted any of them yet, but here's some plain ones. And then I had a little bit of batter left to make 6 more, so I decided to make those, but I added chocolate chips this time. So let's hope that these turn out good as well. Keegan's receiving love language is acts of service, so hopefully he really likes this because he has been asking for this for a long time. Alright guys, the chocolate ones are ready, so I'm going to give one of these a taste test because obviously I'm going to try the ones with the chocolate chips out. They look so good. Look at that. Not bad. I usually make banana bread, not muffins, but I like these. I like that I can just throw one into my lunch bag and have it with my coffee when I'm at work or something. Very nice. I'll link the recipe that I used in the description box if you guys want to try them out. It literally took me maybe 12 minutes to prepare and then 20 minutes in the oven, so really not very long at all. I wonder what's going on with crew scheduling because my roster has changed like at least 4 times today since I started making my muffins. I was originally supposed to do just the morning Bloemfontein and back, then it became a morning Kimberley and back, then it became a Kimberley back, Hoedspruit back, which the Kimberleys and the Bloemfontein flight started like 5 or 6 a.m. And then it suddenly changed to an East London night stop, which is only a 5 p.m. sign-on. And then now they're saying I'll do Hoedspruit and back and then the East London night stop. And there's about 2 hours in between from when we land from Hoedspruit to when we take off for East London. So everything keeps changing. I don't know if like people are booking off at the last minute or what's going on. Like they seem to be really working this schedule around and stuff. I don't want to get excited and think that I'm just doing like 1 flight if I end up doing 4. I just feel like such a scatterbrain right now. I need to focus. I'm almost done editing this vlog and then I can relax and get dinner ready. Can we all just collectively agree that Keegan is the absolute best human that we know? Firstly, I have 16 minutes to leave the house, but I wasn't feeling super excited about this contract that I told you guys I'm going on. And that's only because of the timing. Like, I am super, super grateful that I get to do what I do. Going on contract also means I make extra money, like a significant amount of extra money, which for me means, okay, we pay for this 150 person wedding without going into debt over it. So I am like all in to go, absolutely. But I was also in the back of my mind like, oh, but I'm going to be gone from December until March. So I will not be home for Christmas. I'll be traveling in December. I'm probably not going to do Vlogmas. My baggage allowance only allows for one large checked-in bag, so I can't take an advent calendar with me, so I'm probably not going to buy an advent calendar. I'm going to miss New Year's at home. I'm going to miss my birthday. I am missing Keegan's 40th birthday. I wasn't going to make like some huge big deal out of it, but I was going to like take him to dinner with his family. Like, you know, we wanted to do something for him, which they probably still will, but it just sucks that I won't be here to share in that. I get home, what, like 7-8 weeks before our wedding, so the panic is just absolutely wild. When I first saw my flight ticket, I was like, oh yeah, that's great, but then I read the final details and I just started slowly freaking out. It's something that I'll obviously make the most of while I'm there, but also there's gonna be a time difference and one of those things that we have to navigate. But can I show you what Keegan came home with last night? You guys are not ready. He got me the Body Shop advent calendar. It's the new one that they have. And they posted a few days ago that they are still about to launch it. But Keegan was at Santon City yesterday after work and he went to the Body Shop store and they had it. It's so crazy. Look at that. What the heck? This man is too good. I'm trying not to look at the back of it because over there it actually lists all the items. And I'm like, can you not do that, please? Because it's supposed to be a surprise. How am I going to open this? Because I'm not going to take it with me. Like, there's no way. It's just going to take up way too much space. So I was actually thinking of just when I get back from work tomorrow, I was thinking of unboxing everything in this calendar and then just uploading a video of that. And if I do that, that video will come before this one, before you guys watch this one. Because I'm just excited and I want it to come out before December for anybody that's interested in buying this advent calendar or thinking about it or wondering what's in it this year or whatever. So I was thinking that that's probably the route I'm gonna go. I will post about it on my community tab here as well, just so that I get you guys' feedback before I actually sit down and record the video. An absolutely wonderful gesture. Like, Keegan hates getting Christmas presents. He doesn't like celebrating Christmas, but like, he knows how important it is to me. And I just love him so much for the fact that he puts his own like preferences aside just to make me happy, because he knew that like I was super bummed out about missing Christmas and everything. Hello. I'm Jen. Yapil.
For me, I'm cool.
Oh, with package jam?
Yeah.
Ngikhona kodwa ngiyaphuma ukhona wena manje?
Angafiki.
Awukafiki. Okay, umkhonyana wami ukhona.
Okay, ngicela umshiye ne-ID yakho.
I-ID? Okay.
Yeah.
My new phone is almost here. I guess that's something we'll have to see when we get home tomorrow. I'm so sorry for getting emotional over something as silly as Vlogmas and Keegan's lovely gestures, but I am on my period, so let's blame it on that. We are on the plane, guys. Safety checks, security checks, pre-flight equipment checks are done. Is that catering? Yes, that's catering. I need ice. I'll be back. Alright guys, we got ice. We are expecting 15 passengers and our flying time down to Hoedspruit, up to Hoedspruit. Which direction are we going? I think we're going north. 38 minutes going and about 42 minutes coming back, and it's getting into the middle of the day, so I'm expecting to be a bit delayed getting out of here, not because of boarding but because of taxiing and taking off. At ORT, like at this airport, around 11, 12, like up until lunchtime, you can always expect to take off half an hour later than expected, just because there's so many planes in front of each other trying to take off at the same time. But let's hope it's not too serious today. Plus, luckily, we have 3 hours before our next flight that we can play around with. I am expecting the flight coming back to be a bit more full. I think 35 passengers coming back, but it should be fairly bearable. Like, I should still get through the full service without any issues, hopefully, but we'll see. Like I said, okay, I think that's the bus with my passengers rounding the corner now, so I'll see you guys maybe when we get to Hoedspruit. Both of my pilots have access to the Standard Bank something lounge. I don't know, I've never been here before. So we decided to come here because we've all been to the Bidbest lounge. That's the one I usually go to, but I really wanted to see what this one was like. And the captain kept talking it up with like the food and stuff. And already just walking in, I saw like a huge salad bar, which is so exciting for me for some reason. But it is really small and it is really full right now as well, so I'll see if I can try to get like a picture for you guys or something, because I know I won't be able to record. There's just like people everywhere. You guys, that food was so freaking good. My captain would not stop talking up the beef Wellington at that lounge. He and the first officer had that and it looked really, really good. I think if I ever go there again, I'll definitely try that. But I tried the lamb shank pasta and it was divine. And then my captain still had pastries. There was like a custard croissant situation that he had. I tried the lemon poppy seed cake and my FO tried the carrot cake, and guys, everything was just delicious. I really, really enjoyed that food over there. Carrot cake was definitely better than my lemon poppy seed cake, but still I was super, super impressed and so happy. And like literally we walked out and I was saying to the pilots, like, guys, please just don't go into a food coma while you're flying this plane now. Like, we need to make it to East London, you know that, right? But yeah, it was a nice little lunch date with my pilots. We are back on the plane. I've rechecked everything. I have set up my new catering and everything like that. We are currently fueling. I think the pilots are about to power up so that we can kind of get everything ready to go. It's 4:30. Boarding will only start in 30 minutes. So we've got time. We've got plenty of time. So I'm honestly just going to hang out and like scroll Instagram or something until it's time for me to do my job. We got to the hotel about an hour ago. It's almost 9 o'clock now. I've had a shower and a small yogurt just before bed. We brought 31 people down to East London with us and everybody was so nice. The pilots have been great. We've been chatting and laughing non-stop and it's great. Right now, I am meant to operate just the one leg back home tomorrow morning. Our departure time is at 7 a.m. So pickup will be at 5:45, I think. We should be done and signed off just before 9 in the morning. We'll see if anything changes. If not, then that'll be great because I'll be able to go to Dischem and get some stuff that I need. That'll be if they don't add more flights to my roster tomorrow. Here's hoping. Look at how terrible this weather is. It's misty and it's drizzling, which I don't mind it, honestly. We're on the plane. It is 6:30. Our departure time is 7. So we've called for boarding already. I've just been setting up and doing all my checks and things like that. I think a lot of people are going to want tea and coffee on this leg, so I've been setting up for that so that I'm not running up and down a million times during the flight. But we're expecting 22 passengers. Not too sure how many will show up, but we'll see. Let's go. You guys, I don't want to get too excited, but I've signed off. We made it to Joburg. We brought 21 passengers. Everybody was good. There was an older gentleman in the very front of the plane who I made him a cup of tea. Oh, did I tell you? We were a bit delayed though. We literally took off 45 minutes behind schedule because the fuel truck went and it fueled another plane next to us. And then they broke something, like while they were fueling, like the truck had an issue. So then it went back to the depot and we had to wait for it to come back and fuel us. And we already had passengers on board. So we were sitting on the ground. They told us the delay might be about half an hour. And then the gentleman in the very first row, I made him a cup of tea and he proceeded to spill the entire thing all over himself and his seats. It even ended up on the handbags of the ladies that were seated behind him. So I had to like scurry off and try to clean that up. Everybody was so pleasant. Literally one of the passengers gave me a hug on the way out. Everyone was super chilled. My captain kept everybody so informed. Like every 5 to 10 minutes he was making an announcement, giving people updates, because we also had terrible weather. I think I showed you guys. It was really misty, and our takeoff alternate out of East London was Port Elizabeth, and their weather was even worse than ours. It was a whole thing. So the delay was kind of a blessing in disguise, because it gave PE's weather time to like lift, so that could still be our alternate. Anyway, we made it here safely. It was an hour 25 minutes. I just got back to the office now. It is 9:52 in the morning. I've signed off. I'm in my car. I literally, when I was saying goodbye to my pilots and stuff, the lady from crew scheduling was walking in, and she was like, "Hi Andy," and I was like, you do not see me. You cannot see me. She's like, "But I of course I can see you right in front of me." I'm like, "No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Because if there's any changes to anybody's rosters today, it's not going to be on mine, okay? Like, I'm done. I'm going home." I don't know if you can hear me over this aircon. Let me switch the car back off. I'm heading to Dischem now. I've been home for a couple of hours, and before I washed my face, I decided to film the Body Shop Advent Calendar unboxing video. So you guys would have seen that already. Part of me really truly enjoyed doing it that way, but I also got a little bit sad because it's like then there's nothing to look forward to each and every day for 24 days. Yeah, I'm heading over to Dischem. I need to fill that prescription, and then I also need to get some toiletries for 3 months away. So let's see what kind of damage we can do, because Dischem, sure, you go in with a list, and I have a list. I have a list. I literally wrote down everything I'm gonna need, but of course there might be things that catch my eye that I'm like, hey, this could be fun. Not fun for my bank account, but fun to try, right? Thank you so much. You're welcome. I just got one thing. Like small things.
Yeah, they like the boxes.
They like boxes, eh? So wasteful, thank you. My phone arrived yesterday, so of course I had to first pick up my order of my phone cover and screen protector and things like that before I even dare to open it. You guys know I love Eucerin sunscreen, but I just realized that this one is much larger, and it's $3.84 and it's 200 mils, but I usually get this one, and this one's only 50 mils and it's the same price. Interesting. I don't know if I should get these little minis for my night stop kit when I'm in the Caribbean, because I feel like they follow a lot of US rules, because for us in South Africa as crew we can fly around with like our full-size stuff, but maybe crew don't get that special treatment overseas. I don't know. Or like maybe something like this where I can put like my face stuff in those little squeezy ones. I don't know. Here's everything I got at Dischem. My medication alone cost like $1.5 grand, which is absolutely ridiculous. I got shower gel for us here. I got Keegan a travel toothbrush as well. Keegan is literally just reading the receipt to see how many Vitality, what miles you'll get back. Whatever. Anyway, so I got one thing of shower gel. I got this big dry touch sunscreen from Eucerin because it's my favorite one. I'm gonna start using this La Roche-Posay Effaclar What for oily, acne-prone skin face wash, because I don't know about you guys, but every time I see like an influencer talking about new skincare and face wash and everything, and like this is the best thing ever. Yeah, she like did a brand deal with La Roche-Posay and she always uses their products and she talks very highly of them, but I don't know her with bad skin. I've only ever seen her with good skin, and that's the thing with a lot of influencers, is that a lot of them have like some really good skin. Like we don't know them when their skin is actually pretty bad. Whereas Keegan's sister and her husband have been using La Roche-Posay for what, like a year? Like 2 years or something now, and Keegan's sister has always struggled with her skin. So I've seen it firsthand. her skin improved, and now it's like basically flawless, which is ridiculous. The only reason, literally the only reason that I bought this, not because of anyone online telling me, but because I've seen somebody with similar skin to mine using it and seeing the improvement in real life. And this stuff is a huge bottle. It's a 400ml bottle, and it's supposed to last well up to 3 months. So hopefully that is enough. I got this Neutroderma Total Glow. It's like a vitamin C night cream. I got 3 things of toothpaste. I'll probably only take 1 or 2 with me. We'll see. I also got a new travel toothbrush. I just like toothbrushes with the case if I'm gonna travel with it. I got some like rehydration powder stuff so that after flying it can help me with dehydration. But I also got this like water enhancer. What flavor was this one? Pineapple. Yeah, it's like these 0-calorie water enhancer thingies. I had to get a plug. The Caribbean, apparently this is exactly the type that we use, so that's good. I took some anti-mozzie. This stuff is the best. Honestly, I highly recommend this stuff over like, what's it called? Peaceful Sleep and all those other things. But you can spray this on yourself or on your clothes or on your bed and in your room so that it repels mosquitoes and stuff. And I was told by the crew that were in the Caribbean that the mosquitoes there are not intense, but you know, they're there, they're around. So I need something with that. I also needed some hair clips just because feminine stuff. I already have a ton of feminine hygiene stuff. I got this small little eyeshadow palette because the one I have is a little bit broken, like the top part is broken, and like this is basically my color palette. What I always use every day is like this mocha color palette, so I just got another one like that. And then instead of a new foundation, I got this Maybelline Fit Me tint. It's like a skin tint. I don't know if you can see there. It's got vitamin C. Everybody says that it's super humid where we're going, and I know my skin in humid weather does not do good, so I'd rather just use a tint instead of a foundation that's going to be too heavy, you know, especially if we're sweating all day long. And this all cost 3,770 rand, you guys. Yo, the way Dischem keeps taking my money. Keegan's happy about it because he's getting, how much are you getting back? He's getting 38% from Discovery because I swipe his card, so I spend the money and then he gets cash back. So must be nice to be him. So I also stopped at Pep and got some stockings because, again, I've been talking a lot. I'm so glad that other people have gone on this charter contract before me, because while I was in Mozambique, I happened to fly with people that have all been to the Caribbean and done this contract. So the girls told me that it's really difficult to get stockings there, and as you know, we have to wear stockings as part of our uniform. Either it's difficult to get the stockings or they're just super expensive. Either way, I stopped at Pep and I just got 10 of these because these are the ones I like wearing. It's the matte sheer stockings in the color black, and I just get them in the size large. I also got some extra large ones because they didn't have enough of the large, but it's fine. I can just like roll them up. But guys, I am not done yet. I went to the Take-A-Lot pickup area, got a camera protector for my new phone. I also got these like privacy but also like screen protector thingy, and then I also got a phone cover, but I selected the color maroon. That's not maroon, right? Like, I'm not blind. That's very clearly purple. It's fine. We'll order another one another time, which leads me to finally unboxing my new phone. Ah, this is so exciting, guys. It is an iPhone 13. Keegan keeps like teasing me like, why don't you just get like the brand new iPhone 16? And number one, it is exorbitantly expensive, and I don't even know if I'm gonna like iPhone that much. I can always upgrade later on and trade this one in for a newer model, which is my thinking. And honestly, I wanted a better camera than the phone I currently have. That literally was my little standard. I just wanted a little jump up to a better camera. Tomorrow I am flying. I'm supposed to just fly to Kimberley and back. No, PE and back. And I start work at about 10 o'clock in the morning and I should be done by 4 p.m. And then the following day I have a super long day. I have a double Cape Town. And I'm not looking forward to that one. But we will survive. Thank you guys so much for coming along with me this week. I hope that you enjoyed this vlog. Let me know if you are traveling, what's one thing you always absolutely must take with you. Please continue spreading good vibes and being kind, and I'll hopefully see you all in the next video. Bye guys.
You give me a sign, give me a sign. Ah, give me a sign, baby, give me a sign. Just give me one more